Good evening, and please remain standing and join us in the singing of our national anthem, followed by Bailey Payne, a College of Allied Health Professions student who will deliver the student-initiated invocation.
On this day, we are blessed with the presence of family and friends who have cared so deeply over the course of our lives. We remember those who cannot be with us today and hope they are proud of what we have become. We are grateful for the guidance provided over these past years. Today, we begin a new phase of our lives full of both possibilities and perils. We ask you to join us in this day of recognition and celebration and the hope that our actions will prove worthy of the confidence placed in us. For these things and the intentions we hold silently in our hearts, we pray. Amen.
Please be seated. Thank you, Bailey. Ladies and gentlemen, graduates, welcome to the 2023 University of Nebraska Medical Center Winter Commencement Ceremony. My name is Dr. Jeff Gold, and I have the great honor of serving as the Chancellor here at the Med Center. And today, together this evening, we will honor the achievements and the perseverance of our graduates. We also recognize the contributions and supports from parents, partners, children, relatives, and friends who helped the graduates reach this important milestone. We're delighted that you could be with us for this day of celebration. At this time, I would like to introduce the members of our platform party this evening and ask them to please stand and be recognized. I ask you to please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Mr. Jim Scheer, University of Nebraska Regent. Dr. Jack Stark, University of Nebraska Regent. Ms. Caitlin Schultes, University of Nebraska Medical Center Student Regent. Dr. H. Deli Davies, Senior Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs and Dean of Graduate Studies. Dr. Tiffany Moore, Interim Associate Dean of the College of Nursing. Dr. Kyle Meyer, Dean of the College of Allied Health Professions. And Dr. Ali Khan, Dean of the College of Public Health. Let's thank them for all that they do and congratulate them. Please be seated. We welcome you all tonight, and we welcome all of our other distinguished guests who are in the audience. We are very honored this evening to have several members of the Board of Regents with us tonight, and it is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Jack Stark, who will share a few words of welcome. Regent Stark.
Thank you, Dr. Gold. faculty, staff, family and friends, and graduates. Today I'm honored to represent the Board of Regents, but I'm especially honored as I've spent my whole career working for, with, and around the University of Nebraska Medical Center. I was 26 years of age and excited to receive my doctoral degree, but even more excited to work for the University of Nebraska Medical Center, where I spent a decade as a faculty member. Tonight, this graduation will forever change your lives. You have received a world-class education, perhaps better than you realize. Your services are desperately needed. You will have an awesome responsibility of saving lives, delivering babies, taking away pain, improving the quality of life, helping people to walk and talk and eat. There is no greater calling in life. When I graduated and joined the faculty, I was often asked for advice from older faculty members. What could you tell me? What would help me? Never got very many good answers. So I'd like to offer some advice that I wish I had received when I was your age and graduating in the beginning of my career. The first piece of advice is you must answer the most important question you'll ever have in your life. And that question has existed for thousands of years. It's best represented in a Latin phrase, nose te ipsum, nose te ipsum, which means know thyself. Who am I? Why am I here? What is my purpose and passion? Where can I find happiness, health, and success? Let me give you an example. Early in my career, I was doing 60 hours of therapy a week. I was booked, never had any openings, and I never got lunch. But I had a last-minute cancellation, so I went to a nearby restaurant. I saw a friend there I hadn't seen very often. He said, "What are you doing here?" I explained my situation. He looked at me, stood up, and he says, "You know, Jack, at least you did something with your life. I just made a lot of money and walked off." I've thought about that many times, and I've thought about the same thing you're thinking about. Do something with your life. Second piece of advice, take care of your health and your mental health. Another example, in another state I was doing some therapy with a brilliant surgeon. The surgeon was only 38 years of age, the best surgeon in the state by far. He looked at me with almost tears in his eyes and said, "Jack, I stopped doing surgery today." I go, what are you talking about? What do you mean? He looked at me so sad and said, "A 10-year-old girl didn't get off the table." We worked through that. I helped him change his area of medicine, and he found his passion. Third bit of advice I'd give you, find a love. Find a love, someone to share your life with. If you find your soulmate, you are blessed. If you raise children or decide to have children, teach them how to love themselves and to love others. Loneliness is so rampant among young people today. Fourth bit of advice, find a mentor. I was blessed to have one, changed my life. But find a mentor, someone to guide you, but also hold you accountable. That happened to me many times. It changed the whole course of my career. Also, be a mentor to others. There's no greater calling. I had an occasion that stays with me even though it happened decades ago. I had an opportunity through various situations to spend many nights in an intensive care unit in pediatrics. I knew the nurses. I was in the pediatric department, and so I would stay at the nurses' station. And I watched the nurses and everybody taking care of things. We had the NICU also down there, neonatal unit, and I watched a little preemie pass away. And then I watched the physicians come in. Neonatologist left, and then the pediatric cardiologist came in. And he began to talk with the nurses and stuff. It's an area that Dr. Gold has spent his whole life in as a pediatric vascular surgeon. He began to talk to the nurses. It's 3 a.m. in the morning. I'm wondering, why doesn't he go home? And also, all of a sudden, it hit me. He's trying to come down. He's trying to work with the staff. They were joking and laughing. But I later found that the preemie nurse that took care of that little baby burned her scrubs. But she said to me, you know, it was a very tough night, but I remember the most is all the relationships I've had with all of those families. The one that sticks out in my mind the most was this tiny little preemie. The wrist was no bigger than my finger. But you know what, Jack? I got invited to his graduation, high school graduation. He was 6'4", 240 pounds. Relationships were very special. I had an opportunity to work with Coach Osborne. He always said to me, you know, Jack, rings and trophies, they don't mean much. It's always about relationships. So develop those relationships, and when you get those notes and those thank yous, hang on to them, because you're going to have some bad days. It's going to happen. You can't save everybody. And you want to look at those notes and those calls and remember those and spend time with those. So to summarize, find your passion and your purpose, find time for your health and mental health, find a love, and find a mentor. Blessings. Thank you.
Thank you, Regent Stark. That's amazing advice for all of us, myself included. It is now my honor to present the Honorary Doctor of Science degree to Dr. Paul Friedrichs. Dr. Friedrichs, please come to the podium escorted by Dr. Meyer and Ms. Schultes. Dr. Davies will read the citation.
Major General Paul Friedrichs, MD, is awarded an honorary Doctor of Science degree for high distinction in his service to our nation through the areas of science and medicine. Dr. Friedrichs currently serves as Deputy Assistant to the President and as Inaugural Director of the new White House Office of Pandemic Preparedness and Response Policy. He is tasked with advising the President and coordinating federal government efforts to enhance the United States and its partners' abilities to prepare for and respond to pandemics and other emergency biologic events. He previously served as Special Assistant to the President and Senior Director for Global Health Security and Biodefense at the White House National Security Council. This followed a decades-long career in the United States Air Force, which culminated in serving as a Joint Staff Surgeon at the Pentagon. Dr. Friedrichs provided medical advice for the Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff on Department of Defense operations and served as medical advisor to the DoD COVID-19 Task Force. In this role, he coordinated all issues related to health services to include operational medicine, force health protection, and readiness among the combatant commands, the Office of the Secretary of Defense, and the services. He has also served as the United States representative to the NATO Committee of the Chiefs of Military Medical Services. Dr. Friedrichs is an expert on major domestic and international responses to national disasters and biologic outbreaks, on global health diplomacy, and on health systems. As a clinician, he has cared for patients in combat and under austere conditions, including in Antarctica. Dr. Friedrichs is an alumnus of Tulane University and of the National War College. He earned his MD degree from the Uniformed Services University. Dr. Friedrichs has earned numerous honors and medals, including the Bronze Star. UNMC is proud today to award this honor to Major General Retired Paul Friedrichs, MD.
Dr. Paul Friedrichs, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Nebraska, I hereby confer upon you the degree, Honorary Doctorate of Science, along with all of the rights, the responsibilities, and the privileges associated with this degree. Congratulations. case you're not tracking, a true American hero in every way. It is now my privilege to present the degree candidates. Dr. Moore will start and present the degree candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Master of Science in Nursing, Doctor of Nursing Practice, and the Postgraduate Certificate in Nursing. Dr. Moore.
Thank you. Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Nursing please stand and remain standing until the degree is conferred? Chancellor Gold, these candidates have qualified for the degree Bachelor of Science in Nursing. They have been certified by the faculty of the College of Nursing. It is an honor to present them to you.
Thank you. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Nebraska, I hereby confer upon each of you the degree Bachelor of Science in Nursing, along with all of the rights, the responsibilities, and the privileges associated with this degree. Congratulations, and you may be seated.
Will the candidates for the degree Master of Science in Nursing please stand and remain standing until the degree is conferred? Chancellor Gold, these candidates have qualified for the degree Master of Science in Nursing. They have been certified by the faculty of the College of Nursing. It is an honor to present them to you.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Nebraska, I hereby confer upon each of you the degree Master of Science in Nursing, along with all of the rights, the responsibilities, and the privileges associated with this degree. Congratulations, and you may be seated.
Will the candidates for the degree Doctor of Nursing Practice please stand and remain standing until the degree is conferred? Chancellor Gold, these candidates have qualified for the degree Doctor of Nursing Practice. They have been certified by the faculty of the College of Nursing. It is an honor to present them to you.
Thank you. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Nebraska, I hereby confer upon you the degree Doctor of Nursing Practice, along with all of the rights, the responsibilities, and the privileges associated with this degree. Congratulations, and please be seated.
Will the candidates for the Postgraduate Certificate in Nursing please stand and remain standing until the degree is conferred? Chancellor Gold, these candidates have qualified for the Postgraduate Certificate in Nursing. They have been certified by the faculty of the College of Nursing. It is an honor to present them to you.
Thank you. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Nebraska, I hereby confer upon each of you the Postgraduate Certificate in Nursing, along with all of the rights, the responsibilities, and the privileges associated with this degree. Congratulations, and you may be seated. Dr. Kyle Meyer will now present the certificates for the Bachelor of Science in Medical Laboratory Science, Master of Medical Nutrition, Master of Diagnostic Cytology, and Master of Physician Assistant Studies. Dean Meyer.
Thank you, Chancellor. Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Medical Laboratory Science please stand and remain standing until the degree is conferred? Chancellor Gold, these students have qualified for the degree Bachelor of Science in Medical Laboratory Science and have been certified by the faculty of the College of Allied Health Professions. It is an honor to present these candidates to you.
Thank you. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Nebraska, I hereby confer upon each of you the degree Bachelor of Science in Medical Laboratory Science, along with all of the rights, the responsibilities, and the privileges associated with this degree. Congratulations, and you may be seated.
Will the candidates for the degree Master of Medical Nutrition please stand and remain standing until the degree is conferred? Chancellor Gold, during a special ceremony earlier today, these students were vested with their master's hoods. These candidates have qualified for the degree Master of Medical Nutrition and have been certified by the faculty of the College of Allied Health Professions. It is my honor to present them to you.
Thank you. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Nebraska, I hereby confer upon each of you the degree Master of Medical Nutrition, along with all of the rights, the responsibilities, and the privileges associated with this degree. Congratulations, and you may be seated.
Will the candidates for the degree Master of Diagnostic Cytology please stand and remain standing until the degree is conferred? Chancellor Gold, during a special ceremony earlier today, these students were vested with their master's hoods. They have qualified for the degree Master of Diagnostic Cytology and have been certified by the faculty of the College of Allied Health Professions. This class represents the inaugural class of graduates receiving this degree. It's my honor to present them to you.
Thank you. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Nebraska, I hereby confer upon each of you the degree Master of Diagnostic Cytology, along with all of the rights, the responsibilities, and the privileges associated with this degree. Congratulations, and you may be seated.
Will the candidates for the degree Master of Physician Assistant Studies please stand and remain standing until the degree has been conferred? Chancellor Gold, during a special ceremony earlier today, these candidates were vested with their master's hoods and took the Physician Assistant Professional Oath. They have qualified for the degree Master of Physician Assistant Studies and have been certified by the faculty of the College of Allied Health Professions. It is my honor to present them to you.
Thank you. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Nebraska, I hereby confer upon each of you the degree Master of Physician Assistant Studies, along with all of the rights, the responsibilities, and the privileges associated with this degree. Congratulations, and you may be seated. Dean Kahn will now present the candidates for the Master of Public Health degree. Dean Kahn.
Will the candidates for the degree Master of Public Health please stand and remain standing until the degree is conferred? Chancellor Gold, during a special ceremony yesterday, these candidates were vested with their master's hoods. They have qualified for the degree Master of Public Health and have been certified by faculty of the College of Public Health. It is an honor to present them to you.
Thank you, Dean Kahn. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Nebraska, I hereby confer upon each of you the degree Master of Public Health, along with all of the rights, the responsibilities, and the privileges associated with this degree. Congratulations, and you may be seated. Dr. Deli Davies will now present the candidates for Master of Health Professions Teaching and Technology, Master of Healthcare Delivery Science, Master of Science, Doctor of Philosophy, and the graduate certificates in Health Professions Teaching and Technology and Healthcare Quality Improvement. Dr. Davies.
Will the candidates for the degree Master of Health Professions Teaching and Technology please stand and remain standing until the degree is conferred? Chancellor Gold, during a special ceremony today, this student was vested with their master's hood and took the graduate student oath. This candidate qualifies for the degree Master of Health Professions Teaching and Technology and has been certified by the faculty of the Graduate College. It is my honor to present this candidate to you.
Thank you. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Nebraska, I hereby confer upon you the degree Master of Health Professions Teaching and Technology, along with all of the rights, responsibilities, and the privileges associated with this degree. Congratulations, and you may be seated.
Will the candidates for the degree Master of Healthcare Delivery Science please stand and remain standing until the degree is conferred? Chancellor Gold, during a special ceremony today, these students were vested with their master's hood and took the graduate student oath. These candidates qualify for the degree Master of Healthcare Delivery Science and have been certified by the faculty of the Graduate College. It is my honor to present these candidates to you.
Thank you. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Nebraska, I hereby confer upon each of you the degree Master of Healthcare Delivery Science, along with all of the rights, responsibilities, and the privileges associated with this degree. Congratulations, and you may be seated.
Will the candidates for the degree Master of Science please stand and remain standing until the degree is conferred? Chancellor Gold, during a special ceremony earlier today, these students were vested with their master's hood and took the graduate student oath. They have qualified for the degree Master of Science and have been certified by the faculty of the Graduate College. It is my honor to present these candidates to you.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Nebraska, I hereby confer upon each of you the degree Master of Science, along with all of the rights, responsibilities, and the privileges associated with this degree. Congratulations, and you may be seated.
Will the candidates for the degree Doctor of Philosophy please stand and remain standing until the degree is conferred? Chancellor Gold, during a special ceremony earlier today, these students were vested with their doctorate hoods and took the graduate student oath. They have qualified for the degree Doctor of Philosophy and have been certified by the faculty of the Graduate College. It is my honor to present these candidates to you.
Thank you. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Nebraska, I hereby confer upon each of you the degree Doctor of Philosophy, along with all of the rights, the responsibilities, and the privileges associated with this degree. Congratulations, and you may be seated.
Will the candidates for the graduate certificates in health professions teaching and technology and healthcare quality improvement please stand and remain standing until the certificate is conferred? Chancellor Gold, this student has qualified for the graduate certificate in health professions teaching and technology and healthcare quality improvement. He has been certified by the faculty of the Graduate College. It is my honor to present this candidate to you.
Thank you. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Nebraska, I hereby confer upon you the Graduate Certificate in Health Professions Teaching and Technology and the Graduate Certificate in Healthcare Quality Improvement, along with all of the rights, responsibilities, and the privileges associated with these certificates. Congratulations, and you may be seated. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to begin to present the diplomas. Dr. Moore will present the recipients of the Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Master of Science in Nursing, Doctor of Nursing Practice, and the Postgraduate Certificate in Nursing. She'll be assisted by Dr. Catherine Bravo, Director of the College of Nursing. Dr. Bravo.
Thank you. Will the recipients of the degree Bachelor of Science in Nursing please come forward under the direction of the Marshal? Victory Ago. Brianne Ann Bell. Alexis Ava Mae Burkhart. Jennifer Romero Carrillo. Samantha Sue Clarkson with highest distinction. Melissa D. Klaus with highest distinction. Kimberly Michelle Collins. Alyssa Noel Cook with distinction. Jared Cornell. Julie Marie Corder with academic excellence. Alexa Catherine Easley with distinction. Morgan Nicole Engler. Dylan J. Folkers with distinction. Nathaniel Michael Franklin with highest distinction. Audrey C. Freyhoff. Nolan Furlong. Alexis Gandora with high distinction. Lucas Goldenstein. Maria Haj. Stacy Ann Hatton. Maddie Rose Hoskins. Will B. Hunter. Sarah Paige Jaber. Kai Merlin Kenny. Erin Elizabeth Kearns with high distinction. Jessica Marie Keifel. Morgan Louise Kirchhoff with high distinction. Casey Janae Klukas. Luke Moss with highest distinction. Alondra Magalenes. Claire L. Mink with high distinction. Kathleen M. Merkel. Brock John Miller. Melinda Mary Murphy with high distinction. Claire Elizabeth Nash with distinction. Yukabeth Bozabore Nyamburi. McAllister Lois Overholtzer with highest distinction. Matthew E. Palmer. Tyler Matthew Pawlowski with highest distinction. Wyatt Pratt with distinction. Isaac Purcell. Christina Ann Reidel. Esmirna Salinas Crucino with academic excellence. Mia Catherine Slagle with distinction. Lisa Nicole Steinmeier. Anna Claire Stratman. Carter James Terry. Grace Marie Thede with distinction. Danielle Marie Walsh. Sydney Elizabeth Wells with highest distinction. Jason Allen Westman. Evan Adrian Williams with highest distinction. Catherine Zajac. Julia Ann Zeleny. Layla Zuhari with distinction. Will the recipients of the degree Master of Science in Nursing please come forward? Catherine Griffin. Nicole Lynn Smith. Marissa Lee Vaught. Will the recipient of the Doctor of Nursing Practice please come forward? Jasmine Leah Weber. Will the recipients of the degree Postgraduate Certificates in Nursing please come forward? Lindsay Nicole Buchel. Heather Maria Perkins. Congratulations.
Thank you. Dean Kyle Meyer will now present the recipients of the Bachelor of Science in Medical Laboratory Science, Master of Medical Nutrition, Master of Diagnostic Cytology, and Master of Physician Assistant Studies. Dr. Tammy Webster, Assistant Dean of Academic Affairs in the College of Allied Health Professions, will assist with the readings tonight.
Will the recipients of the degree Bachelor of Science in Medical Laboratory Science please come forward? Azat Ibrahim Eldaki. Chastity Marie Diaz. Haley Elizabeth Most. Will the recipients of the degree Master of Medical Nutrition please come forward? Sarah Marie Burwell with distinction. Sydney Christensen, high distinction. Julia Maureen Curtis, distinction. Shoshi Fan. Morgan Gurwell Knust, highest distinction. Hannah Soroka, high distinction. Haley Jacqueline Slapichka, high distinction. Will the recipients of the degree Master of Diagnostic Cytology please come forward? Colleen Chow. Jessica Lachelle Coleman. Adriana Jeanette Deborah. Margaret Jean Ellert, high distinction. Mary Q. Faisal, highest distinction. Mary Amelia Hicks, high distinction. Emily Shane Hodges, distinction. Lucas Neeland, distinction. Alexis Enrique Martinez Velez. Louis Edward McCoy, highest distinction. Maria Alejandra Munoz. Brittany Sierra Nobles. Jacob Dean Olson. Katie Marie Sheehan, high distinction. Calvina Leanne Sosi. Mighty Chong, highest distinction. Will the recipients of the degree Master of Physician Assistant Studies please come forward? Alexandra Anna Bartlow. Haley Boach, highest distinction. Reagan Nicole Bradshaw. Madeline Michelle Brill, highest distinction. Brooke Elizabeth Cremosta. Angie Elizabeth Cook. Naomi Lynn Cush Davis, highest distinction. Elizabeth Catherine Dunkel, highest distinction. Caleb Thomas Franco. Elijah Tyler Frost, highest distinction. Natalie Marie Gosling. Kyle Thomas Gennady. Haley Noel Griffith. Augusta Rhett Hamaker. Cora Jean Hansen, highest distinction. Matthew Jarecki. Cassidy Jean Jelinek. Hannah Grace Johnson, highest distinction. Josie Lynn Kennicott, distinction. Anne Marie Kwasniewski. Jackson Forrest Lamb. Emily Jo Lowell. Tyson Shane McDowell. Alina Nguyen. Mary Nussbaum. Bailey Payne. Shelby Taylor Rice. Brant Thomas Ritter. Brian James Sanfilippo. Briley Jean Shebeck. Emma Elizabeth Shelton. Kayla Rose Taylor Ivick. Anna Elizabeth West. David Alexander Zink. Congratulations.
And now we'll invite Dean Kahn to present the recipients of the Master of Public Health. He'll be assisted by Dr. Nicole Comvadia, Assistant Dean for Academic Affairs in the College of Public Health.
Thank you, Chancellor Gold. Will the recipients of the degree Master of Public Health please come forward? Tiffany Elliott with distinction. Erica Lynn Sanders with high distinction. Ruth Ann Nicole Schmidt. Olawa Tosin A. Showaji. Alyssa Lynn Wesseling with distinction. Taylor Lane Wiedenfield with high distinction.
Thank you. We'll now call upon Dr. Davies to present the recipients of the Master of Health Professions Teaching and Technology, the Master of Healthcare Delivery Science, the Master of Science, the Doctor of Philosophy, and the graduate certificates in Health Professions and Teaching Technology and Healthcare Quality Improvement. Dr. Kendra Schmidt, Executive Associate Dean for Graduate Studies, will assist this evening with the reading.
Will the recipient of the degree Master of Health Professions, Teaching and Technology please come forward? Darren Dean Wells. Will the recipients of the degree Master of Healthcare Delivery Science please come forward? Shelby Elizabeth Martins. Olivia Charlotta Bala. Will the recipients of the degree Master of Science please come forward? Paul Garcia. Justine Marie Pitzer. Sarah Truong. Will the recipients of the degree Doctor of Philosophy please come forward? Nozima Arapova. Christina Phipps Bach. Akib Mohammed Bhat. Krista Ann Brown. Sukanya Chakraborty. Neha Chaudhry. Nidhi Vinay Dividi. Anne Mariah Essay. Adrian Flores. Austin Matthew Gowan. Mariah K. Jackson. Rasanji Chaturika Kankunam Patharaje. Wingfan Kong. Ayushi J. Laliwela. Rashmi Lamsal. Haley Joe Mallard. Ellie Marie Miller. Tambudazi Fury Ndashi. Emiliani Lemos Perea. Mohammed Shafiqur Rahman. Suhita Ray. Matthew D. Romero. Aislinn C. Rookwood. Enakshi Roy. Thomas Tyler Schultz. Nicole Marie Sledens. Sachi Verma. Will the recipient of the Graduate Certificate in Healthcare Quality Improvement please come forward? Wayne Everett Howell III.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, all of our graduates today should be proud of their perseverance and dedication in achieving their newly found degrees. But they were helped a great deal by the people who have gathered here to share this occasion and so many others. And you too, and all those not in attendance tonight, also deserve our recognition. So please hold your applause until all have been introduced. First, those of you who are the parents, brothers, or sisters of one of our graduates, please stand and remain standing. Now, I know you know who you are. Second, those of you who are the husbands, the wives, the partners, or the children of one of our graduates tonight, please stand and remain standing, and I know you know who you are. And next, those of you who are the grandparents, the aunts, the uncles, or who hold some other special relationship to one of our graduates, please stand and remain standing. And that should be just about everybody seated in the audience tonight. All of you who are standing have been much more than just spectators today. The faculty and the students recognize the consistent encouragement and support that you have given. We applaud you. We acknowledge your enormous contributions to our graduates and what they have accomplished and what they will accomplish in the future. Graduates, let's thank them as loudly as we possibly can. You may be seated. There is another group who are with us this evening who also deserve our recognition. The years of preparation and dedication that these professionals have shared with the University of Nebraska Medical Center and its students have made this commencement and all other commencement ceremonies possible. I'm speaking, of course, of our faculty and of our staff, the women and men who have contributed greatly to the Med Center's ability to educate the very best healthcare professionals and to continue to move this institution to the forefront of health sciences. I would ask all of those faculty and staff who are with us this evening to please stand. And again, ladies and gentlemen, graduates, let's give them a resounding round of our applause and our gratitude. Okay, we're almost to the end, folks. At this time, I would like to invite all of our graduates this evening to please stand. Graduates, in keeping with the time-honored academic tradition, I will now ask you to move your tassel on your mortarboard from the right to the left side, consistent with the highest degree of your achievement and recognizing the ceremonial aspect of the completion of your degree. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduating class of 2023. Please be seated. Thank all of you again for joining us on this very special day. And as you can probably tell, for me, this day is truly special and inspiring as well. For this day reminds me, and hopefully reminds all of you, that achievement of a goal, particularly a lifetime defining goal, takes talent, it takes time, it takes tenacity, and it takes real perseverance. And I don't need to tell this audience about perseverance because it's truly a testament to the perseverance of each of our graduates, and of course, the families and friends and loved ones who are here with us today, now after 4 years like none in memory. All of our graduates had to work hard under unusual and highly trying circumstances to acquire a wide range of knowledge and skills and professionalism to get to this day. And as well, the perseverance, the sacrifices, and the support of your parents, partners, children, relatives, friends, and the enduring dedication of your faculty, coaches, advisors, mentors who helped the graduates reach this milestone. All of that is remarkable. I congratulate you and I thank you. I wish to remind our graduates that all commencements are one of life's truly defining memories. These events are a point of transition, a point of great opportunity to take new direction, and that is especially true today. You will hopefully have great photos, and you will surely tell the next generation and others to come about your journey getting to this day. And you'll never forget this graduation and these historic times in which we continue to live. We together remember the long hours and endless stresses and twists and turns, the triumphant moments, and you will savor all that you learned about your chosen profession, and you'll savor all that you've learned about yourself. My favorite part of these commencement ceremonies is getting to look out and see the true joy in all of your faces, to bestow your new degrees, and to have a unique opportunity to congratulate you on your achievement. So much hope and so much promise, and it never gets old. And I am so very proud to be your chancellor on this special day. Today's commencement events are notable. They're notable because of the complexity of the times that we find ourselves living in. And they are ripe with both opportunities and challenges. And though sometimes confusing, they are also inspiring and can and should be empowering. These times only further confirm that each of you graduating, this evening, have chosen the right profession at the right time, that you are needed, that you have a unique opportunity to make a huge difference in the world. And starting today, starting in this very room and for decades to come, that's an awesome responsibility, a daunting challenge, and yet an incredible privilege. These times drive home the message, for once and for all, of the crucial role of science and healthcare, the critical leadership of those with expertise in the health professions. It makes clear that we need your talent, your courage, and your empathy of all of the healthcare professionals, as well as the dedication of our research scientists, medical ethicists, and so many others. And the incredible ability of each of you to look at a complex problem and see something innovative, do something helpful, something that will truly make a difference, and that you can make a difference as an individual, as an organization, and on a truly global level. The difference that you will make is the magical combination of care and caring that you will bring to those whose lives you will touch in the future. And all of that starts tonight, on your commencement. Yet it starts right now with your degree in hand, because this is your day to very firmly and clearly take a grasp of your future as you embark upon the next phase of your journey, a journey of providing care and caring, a journey of healing, a journey of providing hope above all. So today, for my few remaining minutes, and I do mean few, I do not wish to address your exemplary knowledge or your amazing technical skill, but I do wish to address your newly accepted responsibilities, the responsibilities as healthcare professionals and scientists. As repeated over and over this evening, and I mean over and over, the phrase which your degree was formally bestowed, The phrase, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Nebraska, I hereby confer upon you the degree, along with the rights, the privileges, and with the responsibilities associated with your degree. And I am sure that you, our graduates, are well aware of your newly earned rights and privileges of your chosen field. But it is the unique set of responsibilities, professional and personal responsibilities that you now have, that I wish to address. Here at the Med Center, for what will be almost 10 years, 30 commencement seasons, and more than 70 commencement ceremonies, and countless convocations and orientations, I have always closed my comments, the request, with the personal plea that if you remember one and only one thing from today, let it be this: always take care of your profession, always take care of your team, and always, always take care of yourself. So let me take a minute to provide some suggestions as to what these three highly related responsibilities entail. If you will, perhaps an outline, a recipe for your newly earned responsibilities in these areas. First, take care of your profession. Understand the legal and regulatory requirements. Understand the ethical boundaries of what you can and should do and that which you can't. Professionalism, absolutely critical in this day and age, which means unique knowledge, expertise, and skill, altruism, and an undying self-scrutiny of your ability as you move forward. Advocacy for your profession, for education, for research, for clinical care. Advocacy for equity, for access, for affordability, and for quality across all of the healthcare systems that you will touch during your career. Indeed, you need to be the voice of medical and scientific literacy and trusted sources of information, always in your communities, across the country, and around the world. Second, take care of your colleagues. Be aware of their medical and behavioral health. Be aware of their knowledge and skill and be willing to reach out to them. Be aware of their professionalism. And of course, continue learning, your learning and their learning, what you will learn from them and what they will learn from you. Be proactive and be mentors and be willing to be mentored. Engage with your families, friends, colleagues in different types of outreach and build the future teams that will be necessary to deliver care and to continue to break down the frontiers of research science. And then finally, and most importantly, take care of yourself. Find and own your own why, as they say, a career of lifelong learning. Patients don't just want your competency, believe me. They want more than proficiency. They want expertise. They want mastery of your knowledge and your skills. They want your medical health, so be careful about fatigue, exposure. Get vaccinated, all of those things that we know will make you healthier so that you can deliver the highest quality care. And be cognizant and aware of your own emotional and behavioral health. Self-awareness, screening, watching out for anxiety, stress, and burnout. And of course, the inevitable dealing with failure, which is not the easiest thing to do, and I guarantee you will come at some time in your life, if not in the near future. Maintain your work-life balance. That of your family and friends is critically important. So let me tell you a little story, if I may. Just recently, I received a letter from a former patient of mine. This was the 25th anniversary of her open heart surgery. Her name was Emma. I first met Emma when she was a newborn, quite sick, single ventricle heart disease, quite bad for those of you that are not living in the world of healthcare. And it was pretty clear that she would need at least 3 major open heart operations in order to have any chance of survival. So we did her first procedure. She did really well. Parents took her home. She grew. She came in about 1.5 years later, had her second procedure at just under 2 years of age, did extremely well. and she was 5.5, almost 6 years of age when we decided the time was right to do her third procedure. Things didn't go so well. It was very difficult to get her out of the operating room, to get her off the heart-lung machine. We got her to the intensive care unit, and she struggled for days and weeks, on and off the ventilator. Just incredible, almost nearly died on several occasions. I remember one night that I almost went out to tell her parents that it was over and that there was nothing else that we can do. So 25 years later, she writes me a letter to tell me that it's the 25th anniversary of her first surgery, and that she's well, she has a family of her own, etc., and told me that she's going to graduate as a physician's assistant in another year. And so I called her, and she told me about her family, she told me about her degree, and so I finally said to her, well, what do you remember most about your time in the hospital? You know, she probably didn't remember much when she was a week old or when she was 18 months old, but she might have remembered some. And she said to me, you know, Dr. Gold, I remember you used to come by my bedside and hold my hand and tell me that I was going to be okay. I was concerned that she was going to say, I remember being on the ventilator, I remember all the pain, I remember the needles and the tubes and all the bright lights and all of that. But the thing that she remembered most was that somebody was willing to do that. Now, I can assure you, in making rounds in those days, having many, many patients in the hospital, I hardly even remember sitting by her bedside holding her hand. But she does. And that's the message that I want to share with you this evening, that it's those little tiny moments that become life-changing for your patients, for your colleagues, for your profession, that really make a difference. So that's incredibly uplifting for me. And so as there are twists and turns in everybody's life, as there will be in yours, it'll be those kinds of memories that you're going to carry with you as you go forward into your careers. You will always need to take active ownership of your personal and professional responsibilities. And sometimes it'll be difficult to do so, and particularly over these past few years, and it'll likely be equally challenging into the future. There's no way to sugarcoat that. But our family of caring health professionals, like all of you who are graduating today, we're called to serve, to ease pain, and, as the philosophers say, to improve the human condition. As you too are now called to serve, always know that there is a team around you, others who are dedicated and who are steeled in this journey with you. Clinical care is a team sport. Research is a team sport. Public health is a team sport. And each of you are now part of a critical team and a new and a strong link of this lifelong dedicated team. Indeed, a championship team. And at times, particularly these times, you should always humbly remember all of the other critical team members. And by that I mean those who work for the food service, those that work as public safety officers, delivery drivers, environmental services for our facilities. These and so many others are equally critical members, equally strong links who we depend upon every day in the ability to do healthcare, in the ability to do research science. And so never forget your responsibility for this team, as you have done and that you will do in the future. So, to the class of 2023, today you graduate, you commence with a bright spark of energy, commitment, dedication, and a fully earned set of rights, privileges, and yes, some newly earned responsibilities. You commence today with the knowledge that you're part of one of the greatest teams ever assembled, and that we stand with you as you energize and you prepare yourself for decades to come, that which is ahead. Class of 2023, I thank you. I thank you for allowing us to share this day with you and your family, your friends, and your loved ones. I thank you for allowing us to help prepare you for this amazing journey upon which you now embark. And I can't think of any others anywhere any group of future leaders I would rather help guide us through this moment into the future. I could not be any more proud than I am today to be your chancellor, to bestow your degrees, and to wish you well on your journey. And, as I have said, if you remember only one thing from today, let it be this: always take care of your profession, always take care of your team, and always, always, always take care of yourself. Congratulations, and I wish you Godspeed on your journey. Thank you. Now it is my pleasure to invite Bailey Payne to offer the student-initiated benediction. I ask all to please stand and to remain standing until all of our graduates have left the arena. Thank you.
As the ceremony ends, we have so much for which we are grateful. We have been truly blessed for many things, including the fellowship of our classmates, the guidance of the faculty, and the love and the support of those assembled here today. We ask you to keep us safe, both as we leave this hall and wherever our journey may lead. For these things we pray. Amen.